little youth live like they don't care. Marijuana coke and blaze everywhere. Gunshots bursting in the streets, can't you hear? Will somebody tell me what I've really gone wrong? Jesus Christ alone me know we can depend on. But you pestilence in the streets, man, can a little youth in the ghetto live long? Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days? To know what is going on. Oh, I come to the ancient of days. I see shame and distress indeed. I see kids who are raising kids. I see fathers molesting their daughters. How can a man have sex with a brother? How can this boy escape his molester while this daughter is running for cover, being raped by a father or brother? That's why no one can live without Jehovah. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I come to the ancient of days. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I come to the ancient of days. Well, you done no righteousness exalted for nation, but sin is a reproach to every man. It's the words that we say, you know. I see men get dressed up like women. I see women dissing some men. I see little youths raised without fathers while their mothers are hustling in strip clubs. Did you know that society is corrupting? Those you look up to are deceiving. Lawyers, doctors, pastors and leaders better get in line or their blood is on your shoulders. I want to know what is going on with the youths in our land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I come to the ancient of days. Tell me what is going on with the youths in our land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I come to the ancient of days. Tell me, tell me what to know, yeah. I really want to know. Help me. So many things are happening. So many things are happening, I say, yeah. The conscience in the streets every day. Listen to the words I say. Listen to the words that I say. The cries in the streets, oh. I'm sending a warning, a prayer. I'm asking you, hear the words that I say. What is going on? Tell me what is going on. So many things are happening right now. We're living in the last time.
Flex Home Builders is the largest house building company in the East. Flex combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Flex can modify any of the existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including amber key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Flex Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 30398 or go to www.flexhomebuilder.com. Flex Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
We've got the plumbing and electrical
in our store.
We've got the paints and the brush and light fixtures.
That's for sure.
We've got steel, cement and tiles galore.
And so much more.
We've got everything in that store. We've got windows and doors just for you.
In our store.
We've got sheetrock, plywood and hardwood too.
That's for sure.
Tools for gardening and the great outdoors.
And so much more.
We've got everything in that store. We've got variety.
Everything. Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
Builders hardware variety.
Everything.
Quality.
Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
Builders hardware. We've got the sinks and the tubs and cabinets.
In our store.
God raise up worshipers and intercessors for Belize.
God's heart is for our nation to prosper in righteousness. Rise up men and women of God who will stand for your prayer, for your values, for your principles, Lord God.
We must break the curse over our nation.
Let His will be done over this nation, please.
That's Friday night, 7 p.m. at the steps of the National Assembly building. Let us come together and cover our nation in worship and prayer. See you there.
Where can you find quality household goods and appliance? Where can you get all your personal care products for the best looking you? Where can you get all the baby care products you need at the best prices in town? And where can you find all your groceries at really great prices? Yes, it's the mall for a whole lot of your kitchen, family and home needs. Walk through spacious aisles and browse well-stocked shelves in a very bright setting. Pick up fresh meat, cold stuff, canned goods, your favorite snack, and get the goods for your dog and cat. Everything your baby needs, find it all at the mall. Ladies, check out the beauty section for all your personal care needs. And guys, find a variety of car care products, even batteries, right off the shelf. Plastic wares galore for anything you need to store. Get help from the friendly staff. Don't do it all yourself. Pull up in our large parking lot on the Hummingbird Highway. Just a short drive from the roundabout. Mr. Huang and his family are waiting to welcome you to the mall in Belmopan.
Pollo es el parte mayor de la dieta de beliceña y utilizado en la mayoría de los platillos locales y beliceños. Han llegado a apreciar el sabor, la fiabilidad, la calidad y la frescura de los productos de Quality Poultry Chicken. Quality Poultry Products se especializa en el pollo y en el pavo fresco durante todo el año. Todos los productos de Quality Poultry son libres de preservativos y son producidos a la más alta calidad. Nuestros productos están disponibles en todas las tiendas de abarrotes. Por lo tanto, para su próximo tiempo de comida, escoja productos de Quality Poultry. Este es nuestro pollo. This Dafuwi Chicken.
And that's right, you've got that one right. I want to remind you that this Christmas, Quality Poultry do have special turkeys and turkeys available, and just full stock to prepare your family for this Christmas season. So check out your local Quality Poultry within your area and get your turkey. It's 37 minutes past the 7 o'clock hour. Good morning to you wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in this morning. I want to say a blessed good morning to my good friend Brad Paddico. Good morning, Brad. He says, morning, my neighbor. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Brad. That's my good friend from Burrell Boom. And I always the jinx the man that, but you know, I hear that Crooked Tree gave Boom cashew seed because Boom like compete and say that the #1 cashew seed land, but Crooked Tree that they want to give them a seed. And so I always provoke my little body on that because remember where we come from, right? We have here Robert Mosiah. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Maisha Genus Gamboa, there in Punta Gorda. Pastor Denny Grijalva. Good morning, Pastor Denny. And then my good teacher, Joel Reaban Westby in Belmopan. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. And of course, Clinton Mays from Kansas. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. To all our friends on radio, 93.7 FM and 100.5, want to encourage you to feel free to call us at 822-1080. Text message is 622-8010, or you can connect with me via WhatsApp, Messenger, or Facebook. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Miss Ruby Sabaranis, good morning, Miss Ruby from Corozal. Paul Makala, good morning, Paul. How are you, my brother? And to all those who tuning in this morning, we encourage you to get involved. call in, let your voice be heard, all right? I want to say a big thank you to all those who participate with us on purchasing turkey dinner. Everybody, the response I got back so far, everybody said, man, it really hits the place. Thank you for the turkey dinner. It was awesome. It was finger licking. I want to say big thank you to Miss Joe, Auntie Joe, Miss Ruby, my wife, Miss Anna, Miss Irma, Miss Shama, and all those who were stirring the galley and make sure what is what, and to the delivery man who deliver the food, delivery man and woman, because we have Miss Anna was doing delivery as well. Thank you guys. We continue. Remember, we got to continue to raise some more money, all right? Because it's $1,500 for licensing fee and $800 for a computer. And so with 120, 1,000, supposed to be 1,400 from turkey dinner, except you got to pay your expense out of that. So we have not reached our $1,500 mark yet, and also need to raise for the computer. And so we'll be doing that in the next week. We'll be stepping up and try to raise that funds. Should be easy, folks. The amount of people, they meet me along the roadside, I say, boy, we love My Refuge. My Refuge is a blessing to we. I like that what you said. You know what? If everybody likes would turn at $10 or $20, we'll have $800 quick, fast, and hurry to buy our new computer. So please join in with us and let us finish this year 2018 strong and enter in 2019 with a passion for God's purpose and plans. Amen. All right. Of course, looking at the National Hurricane Center, it says that there's absolutely no tropical cyclone formation, neither in the Pacific nor the Atlantic. Goodbye, hurricane season. We wish we could say goodbye to disaster, but we just need to continue bless the Lord and ask for His covering over us as a nation. But praise God, we walk through this hurricane season with a blessing. Sigh of relief. God have been good to us. Amen. This tonight is worship together in National Assembly building steps. All are invited and welcome to let's join together in praying for our nation. Pray a hedge of protection over our nation. Amen. Tree lighting is tomorrow 6:30 at the George Brown Field. That's the grand tree lighting. City Council and ERP present the tree lighting in Belmopan, George Brown Field, and that's a big event for Belmopan every year. All right. Yes. All right. And then, like I said, this coming Wednesday, Pastor Don will be joining us from New Mexico. Pastor Dennis Dunn, he is the preacher for 1 o'clock, and he will be here for a couple of days just to spy the land. And we'll be doing his live show on Thursday at 1 o'clock. Please stay tuned. Please tune in and give him a Belize welcome, all right? Mr. Vernon Wilson, good morning, sir. Bless you. This morning I want to talk a little bit on the area of, Friday, but first of all I want to say TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. God has been good to us. The Lord has blessed us with another week, complete a week. This morning I want to talk to you a little bit on, and I think I will be doing more of this because we have all kind of stuff going on. People will criticize, whether good or bad, but you don't build on criticism. You build on truth and reality. You build on the positive aspect of building a nation. I saw something from the People's United Party, the PUP, putting out some articles and saying this and saying that. I saw the government side saying this, saying that. We see some stuff happening, and folks, I'd like to put some things into perspective, because you don't build a nation on political biases. You build a nation on hold fast to the core values of what needs to happen. You build on, is it good for all, right? I like the rotary four-way test. But things are happening within our nation, and at the end result, I've been getting it wrong. Yesterday I did a tour, or a walk through the Ban Hospital, just looking at what's happening, how in there, what is going on. And, because we're coming up with this blanket drive where we're donating 100 blankets to the Western Regional Hospital. And like I said, I was supposed to take out the cargo this week, but I rescheduled for next week, Tuesday. So I would imagine probably Wednesday we'll make that blanket delivery, but 100 blankets. So I walked through the hospital to see what's happening. We've been talking about donating a couple of funds, and it is a need over there as well. And we'll talk about maybe possibility taking a area and paint it. Man, guarantee you we could do it, We can do it. It just takes us to put ourselves together and says, let us make a difference in the Belpan Hospital. Because when you get sick, that's the first place you run to, or if you're in a traffic accident, that's where they will take you. So why don't we contribute something healthy towards this development? Yeah, the other area we are looking at here is Christmas. What can we do to make Christmas a special Christ-centered moment? But going into the discussion this morning, my friend, I believe one of the weakest links of this country is people who know. The Bible says, to him that know to do good and don't do it, it's a sin. And we have a bunch of political battles and back and forth and so forth that is going on within our nation. Couple things you cannot. I've been talking some serious talk with some folks about business and the cash flow. How do we push through with cash flow? How do we get our cash flow moving? Cash flow moving is what make a business successful. If cash cannot flow, in other words, money going to buy a material so that you can sell and so you could get your money. We heard about the lady in the south that was killed, stabbed by a young fella. This young man stabbed the lady based on the fact that she came to collect her money, that she, some kind of, I don't want to get into the details, but I want to talk about the principle that she couldn't get her money and it ended up cost her life. And I leave it at that because this is a going case or so forth, but based on the news item that we got, the dead end in this country is the cash flow that is hurting our nation. One, you can't get your money from the renter because they play malpago and they don't want to pay. You can't kick them out of the house until the judge gives them an extra 30 days. For 3 months, they haven't been paying, and then you can't get them out. If you get them out, you will be responsible for their damage to their personal belongings and so forth. But they know they pay. What do? Well, you got to take them to court. Well, the court will decide. The court will likely to give 30 more days for what? And who's going to pay that extra 30 days? So it really doesn't make sense. It keeps hurting the homeowners. Several little bylaws that is causing a havoc or a pain to those who would like to move things going. Now, we have another thing where it's called the FIU, trying to regulate financial situation due to money laundering, and so it's almost a halt and shut down. So how do you get your money to perform the duties that are necessary to get it done? I was I have a situation coming up where we're trying to donate to the nation, and to prepare for that, you got to get in the finance. How do you get it? Well, you got to submit a letter to this, that, blah, and the whole process is so challenging. And I spoke to missionaries who are trying to do a project. They are donating to a project to build a church, a school, or something like that, but they can't move that funding like that because you only could do so much. And I mean, it's so difficult, my friend. So when we talk about attracting foreign investor, it's just a buzzword, because foreign investor is not going to, if a foreign investor is inquiring about invest international, is because he does his due diligence, he does his feasibility study, and he realizes that yes, there is a cash flow here. But when you come to that place to realize, man, you can't move your money like that, you don't have access to move your money, then it becomes, why should I bother? Why should I put my business into this situation? No, no, no. I think make we hold off, we go somewhere else. So in our country, we are losing a lot of good opportunity, quality business, all right? Because quality business are not going to deal with bribery. They are going to deal with things that are straight, things that are saying, listen, we are going to take care of this thing in accordance to the will of God, what God desires, how it's going to work out. We are not doing that, folks, and it's hurting us. So from the PUP camp, they said it was a doomsday on Belize because this, and that. And people tend to, who is on the PUP side, will tend to go there and doomsday and look down on the government side because government is bad. It's time to get these guys out. We got the article says we have 2 more years to deal with this kind, 2 more years, because 2020 is when election should be. So 2 more years to deal with that. Okay, how do you come up with 2 more years? Okay, because 2 more years election, and the PUP agree and believe that they will win the election. They are going to form the next government. That's how they call it. Now, Belizeans tend to ride with that program to says, okay, I love UDP or I love PUP. So that either one or the other. And the truth be told, if we would really and truly look into good governance, we look at leadership, because a country rise or fall based on leadership. How do we get quality leadership? Is requiring a better standard. The PUP says we can't do nothing because we're not in a power. Well, if they can't do nothing, would they allow themselves to relieve themselves from taxpayer money and stop take a paycheck? Because if you can't do nothing, why receive a public, why do you receive a government check for do what? Now, I firmly believe that the People's United Party, leader of the opposition, and the members of opposition, members of parliament who are duly elected, it is by law they are duly elected, and they could do a better job to create a resistance, a pressure that will develop that to highlight stuff. But in our country, what we do, we highlight it either red or blue. We see through the UDP glass or the PUP glass. But can we see through good governance? Can we see through leadership principle? Through the rotary four-way test, is it good for others? Will it benefit others? Will it benefit the masses of people? We don't look at it that way. I was listening to the honorable, my honorable ear rep, Honorable Julius Espat, talking about Kaya South and the need for medical stuff, medical operation and so forth. But man, make I tell something. Let me explain something to you that neither the red nor the blue is doing for the best interest of the country. Let's get real. Who do you listen to? Which news do you listen to? Belizeans are struggling when it comes to health care. You understand what, you hear what I'm saying? Belizean, I'm not talking UDP, PUP. I'm talking Belizean are struggling when it comes to the health care situation within our country. Yes, Minister of Health might talk a good story, might sound good on TV, but is it good on the ground? Yes, we have this, we build that, but are we, see, we are working for the system, and the system is not working for us. One, healthcare is number one. Number one is healthcare. Number two is education. Number three is social justice. Number one, no health, no wealth. I went into the Bampan Hospital yesterday and driving, and Lord have mercy, that piece of road bad. And it's not big, it's not far. Ministry of Works, could I do something? Ministry of Finance, Health, could I do something? Ministry of well, the ministry, the city council, could I do something? The air representative, could I do something? But no, personally, I don't hear a loud cry on behalf of Western Regional Hospital. And truth be told, Western Regional Hospital is the hub for South and West. Western Regional Hospital is the capital of Belmopan, should have the very best. There's no transfer from Western Regional should be going to KHMH. KHMH could take care of Corozal, Orange Walk, Belize. It could even take care of Stan Creek. It could take care of Toledo. But Belmopan should be taking care of the capital investment. And folks, it's a shame to see the state of the road condition right front of where the ambulance is supposed to be parking, those big pothole. Man, the whole thing. I remember one time we went and we went and do the work to patch those patch hole. And I remember I called the Prime Minister. Prime Minister says, Pastor, there's no way it should be like that. We will do our part. We will contribute. He said, just go ahead and get the estimate. So we were partnering together on that occasion. But my friend, if we don't have quality health care, we won't have healthy people. And too many of our Belizeans are going internationally, going across the border, Merida, Chetumal, Melchor, Guatemala, United States, etc. Imagine we have, and I tell you, this is not criticism, this is reality on the ground, and we do know it, and other politicians know it because people go to them to ask them to help financially to take care of his CAT scan and so forth. My brother was shot in his eyes, I understand, by a police weapon, a police 38, a police weapon that was used to shoot my brother in his eyes. And somebody else take the rap for it, okay, and try to polish it off. They went to court. He was supposed to get $13,000, which he haven't gotten. It's still delayed. The guy's supposed to go to jail. He's not at jail. He went to work at the prison. I'm just saying all of this, it's called injustice. Imagine my brother got shot in his eyes, which caused him to lose his eyes today. He shot at one eye. And he got there at 11 o'clock in the night. Because he did not have $700 to cover a CAT scan, he had to wait until the following day. This is supposed to be emergency, my friend, but because KHMH is a semi-government, in other words, it is a privatized government hospital per se, it means it's a half money and half giveaway per se. But this situation affects my brother, which I'm talking about, but it affects thousands of other Belizeans who go there, and because you don't have the paycheck, man, you are going to work and you get hit down off. Nobody's covering you. It is at that place where you are getting you cannot get nothing until you pay for that situation. So there's no backup plan, there's no accommodation agreement, there's no quick loan per se at the hospital where you could get this medical attention quick, fast, and hurry and get your service done accordingly. So we're playing with people's life because we don't take emergency serious, we take the finance more serious than anything else. What can we do? Now, the member from my EA representative says, Kaya South is a big village, which I fully agree, 13 villages, no kind of medical services and so forth. But my friend, make I tell you something. If it takes advocates, and if the EA representative would have come in together, connect, because he said in his speech that St. Margaret's, Armenia, and couple villages, Valley of Peace, get medical services from missionaries. If that be the case, sir, let's not beat up. It's not your government is in power, but it is the need that you serve is in your area and authority. Get where you could get, and we will work with what we get. If missionaries are doing, build a data with those who are serving, see how we can help to capitalize on that, to help make life easier so that they can have an easier access. What are some of the crises, the challenges they are facing? How can he dialogue at the house, because he represents us when it comes to those lacking. But hold your thoughts. We will be coming back because we got to take a break. It's 8 o'clock, but we want to talk about some of these things. If we can move away from this political blame, then we can be able to serve the nation greater and better. The little that you have, let's give it. But I want to say good morning to Rosanna Cruz in Chicago, Chuck Pollock, Uncle Chuck, good morning from Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina. Carl White from Belize City, Sister Ruby Soberanis, Coach Jerry Forbis, good morning from North Carolina. Paul Olson from Texas, good morning. Elgar Cruz from Valley of Peace, good morning to you. Pandy, good morning. Hi. We'll be right back after this. With the voice of triumph, this is My Refuge Christian Radio, 93.7, 100.5 FM, taking the light of Christ to the nations.
We've got the plumbing and electrical
in our store.
We've got the paints and the brush and light fixtures.
That's for sure.
We've got steel, cement, and tiles galore.
And so much more.
We've got everything in that store. We've got windows and doors just for you.
In our store.
We've got sheetrock, plywood, and hardwood too.
That's for sure.
Tools for gardening in the great outdoors.
And so much more.
We've got everything in that store. We've got variety.
Everything.
Quality.
Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
And builders hardware variety.
Everything.
Quality.
Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
And builders hardware. We've got the sinks and the tubs and cabinets.
In our store.
We've got the nuts and the bolts, so don't forget.
And so much more.
We've got service with a smile.
That's for sure.
We've got everything in that store. We've got variety.
Everything.
Quality.
Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
And builders hardware variety.
Everything.
And quality.
Everything.
Quantity.
Everything.
And builders hardware. Builders who build with a passion and skill. Go to builders hardware.
Chicken. It's a major part of Belizean diet and is used in most local dishes, and Belizeans have grown to appreciate the taste, dependability, quality, and freshness of quality poultry chicken. Quality poultry products, specializing in fresh chicken and turkey all year round. All quality poultry products are preservative-free and are produced at the highest quality. Our name says it all, quality. Our products are available at every grocer. So for your next meal, choose quality poultry products. This the Fawee chicken.
Fletch Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Fletch combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Fletch can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Fletch Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.fletchhomebuilders.com. Fletch Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
At the mall, find it all. Household appliances, hardware and groceries. At the mall, find it all. Gifts for the family, come you will see. At the mall, find it all. Items great, items small. Everything you see sounds so unique. Affordable indeed, there is all that you need. Visit us and see. I know you will agree with me that at the mall, find it all. Household appliances, hardware and groceries. At the mall, find it all.
The Mall. Belmopan's exciting new complex of everything imaginable. Right on the Hummingbird Highway before the roundabout. The Mall.
And of course, welcome back to Eyes on the Nation on 93.7 FM. Good morning to you once again. Good morning to all our faithful listeners on Facebook on 93.7 FM, 100.5. It's great to be in your company. What a joy, what a privilege. Welcome aboard. Again, we've been talking about making a difference in the nation. We've been talking about move beyond just criticism, but what can we do to contribute? How do we get in there? How do we allow the situation to be different by contributing our part? When I went on the break, I was talking about the concern of every community have what they call an area representative or a standard bearer or a caretaker, they call it. But whosoever it is, whether caretaker, standard bearer, represent the government business within those community. How those people treat their responsibility, their duty, is a different case. Some do it very politically. It's just to gain votes for their political party. It's to gain grounds for their political party above meeting the needs. So they will do all kind of stuff. But those who receive funding from the government in terms of the 31 parliamentarian, they are charged with the duty of integrity and serving all people serving all people without fault or favor, so help me God. So the question is God helping these people? Is God helping them, or are they helping themselves? Because they raise their hand, they hold up the Bible and says that they are called to serve. The fact that when they sworn in at the Governor General's office, under the Governor General's leadership there, is saying that they are going to do it, and in return the government of Belize declare or assume or embrace the responsibility that they will give a certain pay scale to these individuals to serve the need of the people, not for them to just have a paycheck so they could have a good old time or have sweetheart and so forth, but it is to serve the people. So when we look at the medical lacking, you have medical clinic dime a dozen enough for we country. But if you go to private, it's pretty expensive. If you go to government hospital, likely they won't have medication. You'll be sitting there for quite a while. I saw where they have some masks for the face mask that the hospital put out, and that was put out basically for those who have cough. They don't have to be, so they don't cough in a people's face or other stuff like that. But I saw yesterday, actually saw some parents, two sets of parents who have, you look like they can't deal with their kids, so they allow the kids to do anything. I see the kids have the mask playing around, you know, they're not like they have cough. But folks, what I'm saying here is that we need to understand how we're going to move forward. One, I would challenge the area representative of our area, in particular, Kaya South, because we have a rich heritage of mission groups that are serving medical need. Kaya South, does our area representative have the list of those serving medical in the Kaya South? You have you have the organization here in Belmopan that serve the Kaya district. All right, that's Brother Hardy's ministry. Fishers of Men, they are called. You have Body and Soul Ministry, been serving medical. As a matter of fact, they have the clinic that serve all levels of medical on special occasion. So there needs to be that data that find out, okay, when these guys are coming down with mission groups. You have different organizations, global outreach, you have other outreaches, you have, man, there's a lot of medical services that goes on from the ministry within here. So if our area representative, instead of saying, enough we government the in, stop wait for your government to be in and serve the need of the nation now. When we look at the situation concerning the military individual who was at the forward operating base, man, come on. Let us not point finger. Let's embrace the responsibility. What I've heard, if that is true, it is sudden, because that should be a no-no. Our greatest source of protection, national security, is number one for the country to keep a nation safe. When you have national security deals with police, BDF, Coast Guard, and all these kind of areas. Now, if what I've heard is the soldier was mining the forward operating base at the Sarstone, which is a serious area, which is a dangerous area. It's a high risk to send any of your soldier with a gun or two and don't have full access to whether helicopter, jets, or whichever, so forth. But the dock was broken down because why? It is inferior material that was put. Because that forward operating base just built the other day, my friend. And I'll tell you, I work at Keys, and simple things like botan, trees, we used to cut and sell to the Keys, to people at the Keys to make dock, because those last long in the water. So it shows that there's lack of maintenance, the forward operating base. How come that thing just rotten and broke like that? As this soldier step up to the plate, fall and hurt himself. That show negligence on the maintenance part. Two, okay, mishap do happen, things do happen. But when it happened, let's be responsible. That gentleman should have access to fly. We have helicopter guys that can go right there, pick up the man, take him, not fly him from PG to per se, but take him direct. Where is the military medical operation urgency emergency movement? Somebody put on Facebook, I trust that is not true, but this soldier was sent to Merida to continue to check up on his eyes. He was in pain and other stuff like that, and this man will go on bus. Man, that not nice. That not nice. we got government vehicle that goes to Chetumal, they go to Cancun. I see them all over. Why couldn't one of our government vehicle drive the man and his family direct to Merida or fly him? Can we get helicopter? We have plane. This is how we use for we plane. We don't need to get nobody ticket. We got one plane. I like the American style, you know. When the American soldier gets shot in Iraq and they are critical or whichever, they give them the best service, pick them up from there, take them to Germany at the very best hospital, not only lightweight hospital. Folks, I tell you, this is not PUP, UDP anymore. This is the basic concern for our resources, security services. This man deserves more. Could you imagine, because of negligence, this man will not get back that eye? That is not easy. Losing an eye is not easy, I tell you. I feel for my brother in so much ways. And to see this soldier, this guy who is our security personnel facing this kind of stuff, it breaks my heart. And I know we as a people, national security could have do better, and we need not to point out UDP, PUP, because maybe PUP that will do the same thing. But this is the time that we need to weigh in to demands better for our soldier in such a time like this, without becoming anti-PUP or anti-UDP. But wrong is wrong, and this soldier deserves better. I understand that he will put off on early retirement, he will be compensating, he will be this, that. All those are good, but I think we're too far ahead, guys. We don't need to early retirement. We don't need to look at the compensation yet. We need to look at compensate him now. In other words, give him priority service. You know what the U.S. government do? When they move the patient that from Germany, from Iraq, they fly him to Germany to get the very best high-tech hospital. They fly the family from America to go be beside their loved ones, because the greatest healing is having your family by your side. So America fly their loved ones from the United States to Germany and give them quality service, because they are committed to their soldier, and that's why they could deploy, and they put the priority. Man, too long we have neglect our boots on the ground, not giving them the kind of service they needed, and then we call all kind of things what we call money not there, or we delay their service. Man, I keep running into police, BDF, or any kind of officers who is crying out their health is at stake, but because of bureaucratic red tape. But when they want to lose the tape for others, they lose it quickly. And so this is what we need to get to the bottom of the line. Listen, don't wait for UDP to come out and PUP going in, because they know I do no different. If they want to do different, let them do it now. Don't tell me what you will do or what you could do, but show me what you do right now, and let's move things forward. We need quality health care. We need to align ourselves. Listen, in the West, the hotels, resort, were going through financial crisis when they close the season. Some people close off, they shut down, because the little money they make and the amount of money to pay for staff, etc., doesn't make sense, so they shut down. Eyes on Nation, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Pastor Rick.
Good morning, my sister.
Pastor Rick, you have a whole mouthful concerning the operating base, and that's all they will get hurt. And concerning the Belmopan Hospital, I have one daughter who used to live in Mahogany Heights, and she often used to get sick and have to rush the Belmopan Hospital. And that was like 2 years ago. It was a crying shame. And you want to tell me that hospital is still in need of, good services and, everything that is said it?
Mm-hmm.
God, man, you want to tell me, like you said, that's the capital, the authorities, the ministers and government can't get behind it. And where the people in the Belmopan, we all over the station, We just sit down and just let them people just do what they want. You understand me? You start the thing, and we have to raise the standards. We have to play out and demand certain things from the minister. And like you say, it no matter if that you the pure, that you feel this, that we that the poor class of people.
That's right.
They could always play out the people like anyway. They have the money, we don't have none.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, I stay with you 100% to continue fight. And I pray that you know, fall from this years that all are we in this nation just rise up. You understand what I mean? And get behind somebody where they advocate for good. You know? And Pastor Warren, I know you might still remember, I think the last year when Hurricane season just started, you prophesied that you met, I think, 6 or 7 men from Indonesia. Remember that? They prophesied that for 7 or 6 or 7 years, Belize will not get attacked by a hurricane.
Yes.
Well, so that's the last I hit. Yes. And I say, I still believe the prophecy that too, because God spare away, I spare away this year again.
Right, amen.
So,
yeah, that's true.
Yes, you remember, right, Pastor?
I remember that.
All right, yes. So we have to drive the believer to hold on to that prophecy there.
That's right, amen. Amen.
Yes, so anyway, Pastor, God bless you. I want to ask the people there to rise up, even people in Belmopana. So if you can even help or leave, help halfway. It's something because of your good cause.
That's right, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sister. God bless. That's right. The group of Indonesia have no idea where Belize is at. But God put on their heart Belize and said, go and intercede for Belize. And the prayer, it said the prayer that you guys are going to pray, you're going to pray at those cardinal points. They took a boat that took them to Blue Hole, and they pray over Blue Hole and just declare what God has put on their heart. They went to Zonantonich, went to different parts of Belize to pray over. These guys paid the money, and they said, the Lord is saying that for the next 7 years, he will rescue Belize. And folks, in that whole 7 years, God have really rescued Belize. Yes, we had Richard. Yes, we had Earl, Hurricane Earl. 2, but it did not do what was supposed to be done because of the mercy and grace of his nation. But what I'm talking about here as well, too, is the whole area of rise up, Belizean. Rise up. We have a problem in our society because we are sleeping. Listen, if the opposition cannot push pressure on the government, they need to resign. Stop take taxpayer money and just be campaigners or complainers. But too long, opposition have always said, whether it is red or blue opposition, the excuse is, well, you know that we're not in a power. You're in a power. I am not in power. I put my name on the ballot paper, and I did not get enough to win a seat. So I'm not in power. But I activate the power of God to serve and to be a voice and to be contributing to the development of my nation. I'm an activist. I am very much involved. I love my country. And I will not allow my country to die because of red and blue. Red and blue just have, they are stuck in their ways, going in the same circle. Because, listen to me, greater things is yet to come for the nation when we are serious about good governance. Now, I was talking to you about the hotel resorts and so forth. Several hotels have capitalized on the fact that, 1, Banana Bank is one. 2, My Mountain Lodge have mentioned that. Aguada have mentioned that. Several others that have come alongside missionaries. Okay, slow season, we want to give for we hotel to missionaries. You know, missionaries, they might have 3 or 4 people stay in a room. We make exception for them so that the cash flow could continue to pour out. In other words, don't call it, you see, we look at everything bad, and then we camp out. Instead, look at creativity, how we can springboard from that. So, the Log Cabin Inn been using a lot of students, missionary groups, and give them special kickback so that there could be a continued free flow in the cash flow of the business. So even slow seasons have been busy for them because they find creativity. And I'm saying the time has come when our politicians need to get creative and stop become the blame game. Or you know, you go to the House, Madam Speaker, here's what we since the government have neglected my constituency, we have partnered with mission groups, we have partnered with schools, university, and so forth that are coming into this country and helping to get the job done. Madam Speaker, we were able to send 20 patient international, 50 or 100 was able to serve right here in Belize and get back on their feet so that we could put them back to work. Those are the stories we should be telling. Don't tell me about, well, you know, with doomsday for 2 years and you're supposed to be or advocate to reach out to the masses of people and to show why you believe what the government is doing is wrong and how we can correct it. In other words, get your stats together. Let's move forward. Let's build this nation. Let's build and serve the need. People are hurting. People are suffering. Some people don't even go to hospital because they don't know when they go there, they'll be treated a certain way, or they're not going to get what they're supposed to get, or the medication is not available. Man, there's all kinds of stuff plaguing us these days, and the only way we can move forward is love Belize first and politics second or last. The things are hurting us. Man, I saw one of my friends in the United States put, yoo-hoo, he said gas price gone down. $1.89 for a gallon of regular gas. $1.89. $1.89, that'll be $3.80, like almost $3.80 for a gallon of fuel. Here we are paying 10 or 9 change, which is like almost $4.25 US per gallon. Folks, other country when 10 cents gone up, they protest and they become civil disorder. Now we don't need to move that, and I think this is one area I would like to see Belize learn that. Make your statement, be firm with your statement, but don't be civil disobedient and broke up stuff when not necessary. Man, when you broke up, that is not, you're not seeing the need for rebuild because you add to the destruction. You can stand up, you can demand, you can declare. I like how the teachers do it. Teacher got way back. I think that's a good standard so far, but we could move to a next level. How do we stand up and require the services are being given? Because there was a documentary here just a couple, maybe a week or so, and where they were doing a study in terms of health. And it says, Belize doctors are supposed to see X amount per day, according to the medical standard. In Belize, we're seeing far more than that. In Belize, our doctors and nurses and medical practitioners are doing 13 hours per day. And why is it that we are putting out our doctors like this? Man, a person doing 13 hours, guarantee, the Bible says the night cometh when no man can work. The night come for sleep, all right? So people need to get sleep. But problem do happen late at night, so the medical practitioners need to be up. But put them fresh. Don't put them half sleepy. It's like, oh, I can't wait for this hour to come because they want to run home. Folks, these are some of the things that we need to look at. Belmopan Hospital need to look seriously about regaining the capital dynamics. Our area representative needs to put a foot down and start make some noise. I know he said some stuff, but he not really he know how much nobody can. But he needs to make some noise because the people he serves and the people who put him in at power and authority is hurting because they're not getting the quality medical services that can be given at the Western Regional Hospital as the nation's capital. 2, the road condition. Lord have mercy, I've always asked, is Ministry of Works gone past strike? Is Ministry of Works fade out? Is Ministry of Works still exists? One time I used to know Ministry of Works used to be, I understand Ministry of Works responsible for this, this, and that. Who is responsible for hospital? That's been my major question in Belmopan. Who is responsible? Is it City Council? I have not seen City Council embrace the hospital as their hospital per se. I haven't seen the area representative embrace it as their hospital. I haven't seen the government embrace it as their top priority, but as a place become a part of statistics. Folks, when you look at the road condition going in there, man, you know, I take no lot. Even if you get to a grader and some materials, I will throw down there, make it be a little better. But folks, it shows lack of maintenance for the road condition in and out. And I tell you, we don't got too much speed bump. The bunks of patient in the ambulance, much as are these pothole, which is dime a dozen. My friend, something needs to get done. We cannot continue to become red, blue issue. Well, just give us 2 years, and then the PUP will be in power. We were farm government. Stop whistling in the dark, and let's flash the light to where the problem is at, and let's build, let's come together, let's draw our resources from every area where we can draw resources, and let's do something about the problem within our nation. We have